Okay guys, welcome back. Well, today we're here doing this 6 by 4 foot patch. There was a window here and the contractor has removed the window and we're going to be stuccoing it today. So JR is coming with his material here. We got a lot of material. We need to try and knock this out in one shot because I just don't really have the money in it to come back and do it again. So I've got some special material, some hot mud here. I'm gonna mix this up and then we might have to take off and go look at another one. It depends. This lap here, look at this contractor. It's got 26-inch centers on this, so it's going to be a challenge for us to be able to do this in one day, in one shot even. But we've got our favorite material here today, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start mixing. I'm going to grab my tools and see how this goes. I just wrapped this up yesterday. I came over, I did the lap. I got a nice tie in here on the edges. I got good, nice overlap here on the bottom here. There's still a couple places where I have to squeeze some caulking in because I can see, not necessarily down here along the bottom where it's critical, but there's just a couple of areas up here along the edge, not so much over here. Just a couple of places to put some more caulking and kind of give us some insurance that that's not going to leak. So anyway, I've got line wire behind this lap to give it support. This is open stud construction. We got 16-inch centers on the ends, but 26-inch centers in the middle. He should have put one more stud here. I wasn't here when he did it, but maybe he ran out of lumber. So we have a nice overlap at the top from the existing paper is overlapping the new paper that I put on. Anyway, I do have line wire running every 6 inches behind here to give it support. There's also insulation in there, and I thought maybe I wasn't going to put the line wire, but since he's got so much space right here, see, this is a pretty solid lap job, but it's not solid backing, so that's why it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge for us to get this in one shot. But I do have different levels of hardener. I have the rapid set mortar mix, and we have the rapid set ice and wall stucco patch, and they're both kind of expensive now. They're getting kind of pricey on those, like $20 a bag. I remember paying $11 a bag for the mortar mix, and now they're like $20. But I have done some work for Home Depot, so maybe they are getting back at me. So anyway, but I do got enough money in the job to spend a little bit more on the materials here, but I really don't want to have to make a trip back. We've got the mortar mix, the rapid set mortar mix, which goes off in about 10-15 minutes, and then after we get that on, we're going to go back with the rapid set stucco mix, which goes off in about 25 or 30 minutes, and then we're going to go back with just a straight coat of the Secrete base coat scratch and brown and texture it too to blend with the existing, and then you can paint this tomorrow. But anyway, so JR's got some absolutely dynamite mud mixed up here for me. I don't have my Ray-Bans today, but I do have some reading glasses that I'm going to use to protect my eyes, because last week my old Ray-Bans broke. One of the lenses popped out, and well, you know what, I wore them anyway for most of the day, and then I took them off, and then I got stuff in my eyes, so that was not fun. So today I'm going to be protecting my eyes, because some of this wire here on the scratch coat has a tendency to just flick the mud right back in your eye and create a problem for that day. So that's not a good feeling. So this mud here he mixed up, this mud here JR already mixed up. It's got a 10-minute set time on this, and you could feel it already. It's starting to take up. So I better get going on this. I don't want to I'm going to try and not get my shirt dirty today, because I don't have my work shirt with me. If I do get my shirt dirty, I'm going to make sure I wash it tonight, because this is a nice warm shirt here. Nice day. I love being on these warm sides of the house. That way the material goes off faster. If the material is just going to sit there today, like this is winter time right now, but if the material is just going to sit there and not take up on us for some reason, like maybe it was too cold, we have a couple of things we can do around this local area here to, we got a job we can go look at. kind of hard. Whew. Just a little bit too close to the wall here, so I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to move on.
That's all you can do.
I'm not worried about it.
You can't do nothing about that.
Look at how nice this mud is. Isn't this delicious? I mean, I'm hardly spilling any mud. You know? It's just so nice when the mud is nice and tight and I can get some distance on it. See, you can't really afford to spill any, but you're going to need that mud. You might be scraping that mud off of the paper we've got down to protect the box, so you can make the whole job. Okay, getting down to the bottom of this bucket. Really want to pack it up underneath here. Really pack it in there. Like that. Pack it up in there. On all your edges. Pack it. Pack it in. I got a second or two. Let me back this out a little bit. Back it up a little bit. There you go. Here you go, JR. Here's the next bucket.
All right.
Hopefully we'll be able to get this with the next bucket. It's got to be close. That was a full bucket he had this morning. The first one, the first bucket of the morning. That was a full one. This one doesn't look as full. But it might be a little bit looser. It might go a little further. Who knows? You know what? If it doesn't make it, we got more material here. So one way or another, we're going to get it anyway. Because I bought a truckload of the material when I was at Home Depot. Because we have another job to do, I wasn't sure how much this was going to take, so I just went ahead and bought a whole bunch of material so I could cover the other job, just in case, because I got another job. We got another job we have to do that's ready for across town. But if we do have to take off, we're going to go look at another house out here in the valley from the LNU fire that burned down. They're rebuilding it now, and actually we're finishing another one not too far away from here that burnt down from the LNU fire. And we're doing the acrylic next week. The acrylic finish is coming along really nice. And this other house is not too far away from it. But it's a two-story, so something we really don't look forward to do, but we do them anyway if work gets slow. That looks like it's going to get it. You know what? I'm going to make it get it. How about that?
Oh, yeah, with that, JR. You get with that one.
Alright. You can go ahead and maybe start mixing up the other yellow bag maybe. Yeah, what do you think? You wanna wait?
I want to wait.
You wanna wait a minute?
I want to wait a minute. So
Okay.
Get with that one first.
Alright, alright. You can't wait too long on this one here. If you're going to be putting another coat on it the same day, you have to kind of do it while it's still wet. Because once these time-sensitive materials take up, they're non-porous, so they don't allow a lot of water to get into the wall to stick. So what I'm saying is your finished coat's probably not going to stick. You know, the finished product or each product, any additional product that you put on this material after it dries, it doesn't stick very well. So you have to dump a lot of fortifier into your finish or whatever kind of product you're putting on this material. You can't just expect the finished coat to stick to this material here without putting a bonding agent in it.
I could start mixing another bucket, huh?
Yeah! Yeah, you can start.
Just see what's in what it needs.
If you're a novice and you're not a plasterer, don't expect to be able to go out on your own house and do this like I'm doing this here. I make this look pretty easy, so it takes years to be able to do this. A lot of guys just give up after one huckful because they can't even hold the mud still like that on their huck. I mean, they're going like this. I never did. I never did that. That right there. The mud has to be just right to be able to make moves like that. And JR, he's about 99%, maybe even better than that. He's got a record like Aaron Rodgers. He's like 125% good on his mud. See that? That kept me from falling over. That's so good. And you know guys, I'd like you to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Towards the end of my video there will be a little picture of me and my two daughters, two of my three daughters. Just go ahead and push that button and it'll automatically subscribe you to my channel so you don't miss any great tips that I'm dishing out for you. Water. We're giving our mixer, our cement mixer, a rest today. The old cement mixer has been pretty busy the last couple of weeks. We've had 2 jobs in Davis. We got to go jump back and forth with our cement mixer. You know, the tough part about those jobs is there's the ones that we do, there's not very many places to clean out. You know, so it makes it, that's an additional, you know, that's more work, you know, trying to get rid of some of this stuff. But we deal with it. I got a trailer at my house. I take all the garbage, throw it in my truck, and then put it in the trailer. When I need the trailer, I take the trailer to the dump shop, so it's no big deal. Sometimes Evelyn will let me put it in her garbage can. You know, if it's not too much for the garbage man, I go ahead and put it in the regular barrel that we stick out on the street every week. So I got a little bit more to go here. Notice I'm not scratching this. I'm not putting a scratcher on here. As this starts to take up, we just put more mud
We'll
on
put
it.
some more, we'll put a little bit of brown in this one.
Yeah, please. You got more brown left?
Yeah, I got plenty of brown.
Double, put the rest of it in. Put the rest of the brown bag in. Is that the first bag?
Yeah, I got about half of it.
Yeah, I would go ahead and then I'll go over the rest of it too. You know what I don't get? Kind of even it out. Whatever you think. Why don't you just do what you did the first 2 times, and that way it'll be the same all the way across. How about that?
Okay.
All right. So basically, what you just said.
You do this like I did the last 2.
Yeah, just like you did the last 2. So you can scratch coat, or you could put a scratcher on here, a scarcifier, and put lines in it. You know, these kind of lines, like this. But normally we only do that if we're going to be waiting a while before we come back and do the brown coat. And that's what gives the, like this stuff here, like I was saying, it's not porous. So if you try to put a finished stucco on it, it's not going to stick very well. I've had it peel off. I've seen it peel off. Because what I did was I went ahead and browned it. And then, you know what, and I think I put the finish coat on the same day. Because I was using this material, and I don't know why it came off. Maybe I didn't have enough acrylic bonder in it. But I think I may have let it sit too long, where it got really hard. I may have come back, I probably came back and put the finish coat on, and it didn't stick very well. So, you know, you live, you learn, you know. And work with these materials long enough and kind of figure them out. They don't really come with too many instructions except for add water. Just add water. And you can ask any guy that's in the plastering trade, how many shovels of sand do I put in for scratch coat? And they'll say, maybe some say, I put in 15 shovels of sand. And then that guy will go on and he'll put 15 shovels of sand in and wonder why it cracked. Well, that's because he used a different size shovel than the other guy. The other guy was using a snow shovel. He should have put in 25 of those little guys, the little number 2 shovels.
Beautiful.
All right, JR's coming with that last bucket of mud to get this first coat on. And then looks like this is taken up really nice with the sun on this wall. The heat coming from the sun, it started to take up, so we're going to be able to move forward with the second material there, the rapid set stucco mix. JR says we're going to do that right away, so I think he's ready to bust and move, which is good. That looks beautiful. Guys, I got to tell you, this is beautiful mud. Look at that. Look at that now. Look at that. Look at when you can do this. This is like, look at that. You can do this. Let me see. Oh, okay. Look. When you can do this. And you can do that. That's good mud. All right. Beautiful. Just like the other 2 mixes. Pack that down in there. Pack it in there. This material also has, remember me saying that it was not porous, so that same claim of it being not porous is also what gives it its weather resistant properties. Okay guys, here we go. We're on our, what we hope is our last bucket of material here.
I got another bag if we need it.
Okay. Well, we have lots of material if we don't, so in my professional opinion, I don't think we're going to make it. We got a full bucket of mud and we still got probably another ½ inch of material to put on the wall. So, but we'll see, you know. We don't want to put on any more mud than a bucket anyway, but let's see what happens. JR has added the acrylic fortifier to the mud as well, so that when we go onto the surface over here, the painted surface, we have more assurance that it's going to stick. And this mud is, you can smell it. You can smell it and smell the glue, the adhesive in it. Don't get too used to it, okay? That's a bad habit. Oh, this is good mud. All right, this is way different than the mud we were using before. That rapid set, that brown and white bag, that mortar mix, that gets hard fast.
That's already dry.
Pretty much. It's taking a set.
Yeah.
I'm going to start down here and come up. There's no right or wrong way to put on your mud. Some guys think you're supposed to do it from left to right like you're reading a book, but you really don't have to. I mean, you can, but you don't have to go left to right. You can go right to left. You can start in the middle and work your way out. There's no set way that you have to put mud on. Just get it on as fast and as cleanly as possible. You got a lot of mud in here. It's going to stick well. What did I say, mud?
Yeah.
You got a lot of glue in here. So the one thing about the glue is right when you put it in, it makes the mud a little bit runny. You know? But after a while, it takes up faster than if you hadn't put glue in it at all. The glue helped it set too, which is a good thing in our case today. We might get it. Looks like you might need a little bit more, in my professional opinion. But we'll see. Maybe not. Definitely don't want to overmix. You know?
We ain't got no place to go to put it on the wall. We're not going to another job today.
Yeah, not that fast, huh?
No.
I'd get ready, JR. Get ready to... I'll take that Darby, though. Take that Darby, and then... just put it right there somewhere. I didn't know you had it on.
That's it right here.
Okay. So,
Where you can get to it.
get ready to mix up that last batch. Looks like you might have to mix another one.
Another bucket?
Yeah, I think it's still kind of low.
Alright, we're going to get that used up. I got a whole bunch of water in here. I don't want to
Okay.
dump it on the ground here.
All right.
Let's get some of the water out of this bucket.
I could probably scrape the remnants out of there.
Okay. Well, just take a minute.
All right. Here comes a moment of truth, guys. You see what we need to do that, a bit of that, and hit a bit of that, and then hit that. Okay.
How much you need? About half bucket?
Yeah, a bit half. Make it 3/4. All right. So I'm not going to touch that anymore. Now it's getting kind of crucial to where you really don't want to play with it now. Now you put it on. I hit it one time with the Darby. Let that sit. Don't try to play with it. Don't try to make it any better than what this is right now, or you're going to start getting these waves in it where it looks like it might fall off. I like your vote of confidence.
Just out of the way here.
Okay guys, so JR's got what I hope is the last bucket. We both hope this is the last bucket of mud that we're going to need on this project here. As you might have noticed, I've taken off my specs because they were kind of annoying, and we're done with a scratch coat, so probably no mud is going to flick in my eye, so I went ahead and took them off. So you can see this is still kind of soft here a little bit, but we're going to move forward here and get the rest of the mud on. Yeah, that's pretty close to what you had before, JR.
Really close. There's an art in making this mud. That's for sure. I know what to do.
I'm just having fun with this now. I'm just kind of having fun with it. I'm not stressing. I'm not stressing at all. Nothing's going off too fast for me. I've got the sun on my side over here, making everything takes up in accordance with our plan. But we're not using the rapid set, the hot stuff. We're not using the hot stuff straight. We're combining it with regular scratch and brown material. Now, where do I need more mud? Okay. All right. If you've come this far, congratulations and good for you. Kudos, because this is almost impossible to do. To get as much mud on as I have on there. And how long has it been? 45 minutes maybe? It's been 45 minutes, maybe an hour since we started. An hour, and I've got the mud built out about an inch. So using the right product, that's key. And having a good guy like JR to mix it and knows what he's doing, that's key as well. And plus, having a good guy like me to be able to put it on and knows what he's doing, that's the most important thing. Okay, a little bit more mud right here, down in the corner there, and I think we're going to be okay. So just need a little bit more mud right there. Got enough in here maybe to texture. Maybe I got enough to texture there. I probably will after I scrape the wall. I'm going to scrape the wall down where it's supposed to be. I'm actually exceeding the level, the elevation. I'm exceeding the elevation of the wall a little bit, so I can make sure I have enough on.
Yep, that's the way to do it.
Might just need a little bit of finish there, JR. Might. I'm down enough, but we'll see. We'll see, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, now let's put this down. I keep my Darby nice and clean in between use, so it's ready to go the next time I need it. So I was thinking about one tip you guys might not have heard is that when you're doing something like this, like I'm doing right here with this Darby or a rod, some people might call it a rod, you want to look at the existing stucco. And as I'm trying to get this perfectly straight, the existing stucco might not be perfectly straight. So if I get this perfectly straight and texture it and leave it, that's not going to look good in the finish because it's going to be the only place on the wall that's straight. So you got to look at the wall to see if it has any waves in it. And it looks like it has a lot of waves in it. In fact, I know who built these homes, and it was Hoffman. And Hoffman didn't use a Darby. What they did was they applied the material as good as they can, and with their trowel, and let it take up, and then they went back and floated it. So these walls are undulated. So I'm just getting it as fairly straight to kind of just give you a demonstration of how straight we can get this. Oh, while you're out there, grab the rod, okay?
Okay.
All right. So this is very typical what I'm doing now, as far as preparing to float it. You go around the edges with your trowel at a 90-degree angle with the wall. And pull off any fat. There must be a piece of wire sticking out right here. Right there. And bury that piece of wire. Okay, this is really nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm almost done with this. We're almost out of here, so I'm just going to float these edges in.
I brought a couple of clips back.
Yeah, okay, because
I know one of them
Yeah.
and one of them not standing.
yeah, let me have access to that bucket for a minute, and then just set that rod right there. I'll be using that, and then here. Thank you, JR.
You're welcome. We got it, man.
Not yet. We still got texture, JR.
I know, but we almost got it.
Well, we got it, huh? We almost got it. That's what I was telling the folks out there.
Takes a couple hours.
That's what I was telling the folks out there in TV land.
2 hours.
We almost got this. We're gonna get this. See, JR's got all the confidence in the world already. He knows where we're at. He knows it didn't sag and fall off the wall. And this today is just another job for JR. Huh? He's seen him.
Another day to make mud.
Another day to make mud. He knows though. subconsciously he knows that what we have going on here is a nice thing. We got a nice thing going on here. And it's gonna look at, okay, well the reason why I'm doing this right here, okay, is why I'm doing this. As it's taking up, I'm putting this float on it so I can come back when it takes up even more and create all these little shadow lines that you see on the wall. And that's gonna give it a nice background for before I put the texture on. All these Darby lines that are in the wall from this tool over here that I should have been cleaning, but all these Darby lines that are in the wall are disappearing now. They're going away. No more Darby lines. Instead, we'll have lines from the rod, maybe. And by that I mean, here's the rod. This is the rod. This used to be an 8-foot rod, and then we cut it because we had to get into someplace a little more narrow. So anyway, this is the rod right here. This trough right here that you see, this trough, that's for catching mud when you're working overhead. You pull it like that, and the mud that comes off on the top goes right down here in this trough so that it doesn't go in your eyes. You know? Took me a while to learn how to do that. I mean, some guys might think that, oh, it's a handle. It's a handle. No, it's not a handle. You can maybe put your thumbs there, but it's to catch mud for when you're working overhead. And it goes right in that trough, and then you throw it out. That's what that's there for. I figured that out by myself. Nobody taught me that. I figured that one out. Oh, I should have saved that. JR, remember I said I was going to save the mud?
Yeah, save it.
For texture? Huh. You gotta save this. For texture. Okay? For texture.
I'm trying to get enough off the ground to texture.
More for texture. See how the mud is fitting in there? It gives me a nice pocket, you know, to save it. I can save the mud that way. Yeah. Still got to keep an eye on this whole wall just falling off. I think God is on my side today. So this is really starting to tear there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in the direction that I brought it from and push everything back into that. So how are we looking here? Still a little fat right here. I'm going to need that for texture anyway. I got enough for texture. If you want to go ahead and...
You want me to go and loosen it up for you?
No, go ahead and load up. So we can get out of here. Okay, got this. Try to get rid of that line right there. It's a Darby line. I mean, it's a rod line. It's a line from the rod.
Come on, baby.
Okay, so getting closer. Getting closer. side, guys. That's enough work, huh? That's almost too much work. Okay, that was just too much work. That's working too hard. Shouldn't have to work that hard. I put it on a little heavy. But now, at least I know that it's flat, right? I worked hard, and I earned the flatness. I earned it. Okay, so should turn out to be a pretty nice job because it's pretty comparable to what they have going on the existing. Going to fill in a couple of small low spots here. Okay. There's one. There's one. Okay. A little low down here on the joint. Okay.
Okay, we'll bring one more bag back here.
So, I may appear to be slow, but it's only been an hour and a half. So, I'm almost done with this job. I did have to come over yesterday and spent 2 hours here preparing it. So, altogether 2, 3, 4 man hours so far. Now I'm going to go back to floating it to where I was before, and that shouldn't take too long. If you guys ever try doing this and you start using the rapid set and you start to panic, that's a good thing to panic, okay? Because it's getting away from you. If it starts getting hard, you are going to have to move fast. Try and stay up with it. Make sure your tools are clean and all the heavy mud is knocked off the wall or down below the existing. And then, you know, just kind of keep going. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up. Keep working it. Keep working it. Keep trying. Never give up. Never give up. So what I'm doing now is putting just a little bit more mud along that joint right there. It's a little low on my end, so I'm going to fill that in a little bit. Okay, over here I'm good. Here I'm good. Everywhere is good. Okay, good. Oh, right here. Right here is bad. That's not good. That's bad. Okay. Now, one more time with float. Alright, now what I told you before is I'm going to be taking my trowel and pushing hard on this right here and try to bring out the chatter lines. material down, get a texture on this, we'll be done. You got any fine stuff on the truck? See if that fine is on the truck. Any kind of stucco at all. See if there's something on the truck.
Foam tight, baby?
2030. Foam tight, yeah, that'd work. Okay guys, what we opted to do was, I had some of this material on my truck. It was made for a job that we did probably, gosh, how long has it been? Probably 4 months ago on the interior of someone's fireplace. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And this has been really a godsend, this material. I call it the stretcher because it can make your material go further. And the reason why I had JR break this out of the truck is because this finish on here, this texture is really smooth. So I mixed up, I'm having JR mix up a batch of this right now so we can get the texture on and get out of here. But now see what I have on here, I've kind of went over it with a sponge float. It's taking out too. So a couple of ways to get these chatter lines in the background here is you can use a sponge float to maybe catch that might catch some of the material, you know, and give it that lacy texture if you're looking for that. But just noticing down here it's a little bit more coarse, but that's okay. You can make this coarse. It's a skip trowel texture. I wanted to try and get some more of these lines here, these chatter marks that you can see a little bit right here and a little bit right there. So I've been working on that. Then I remembered I used to just take a sponge float and do a stroke like that, and that would kind of, see, like right here you can see these lines. You can get that effect from just using a sponge float. So, you know, like right here, I have that kind of, but I really kind of wanted to dial it in perfectly, but it looks like that's not going to happen. But it might with this base coat that he's got fixing up right here. Don't forget to put glue in it, JR, so it sticks to the edges.
All right. I'll grab it. So I try to save room for the glue on it.
I do. Okay. Okay guys, one last time. What I had JR do, I had JR grab that bag of finish, that smooth finish out of the truck, so we could make this patch look like it has never been touched with the help of the painter. If the painter screws up on this patch, then we're all going to look bad. So he's going to have to paint the whole wall from corner to corner. So, because I know that my patch is going to look good. Right, JR?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, I pay him to say that, though.
That's right.
That's right!
That's right.
All right. Okay. So, I know it seems like it's taken me a long time, but again, it's only been 2.5 hours and we're almost out of here. So, I'm really not moving that slow. Okay. Gonna get a little bit of this smooth on there. Look at that. Oh, that's gonna blend really nice with the existing texture. Oh, I'm running out of room here, but can you move that float? I'll take the trowel.
I want to clean that off.
Yeah. Can you clean that off for me? Don't use that float. Don't use this one. Use that one. Okay. So I was able to establish some chatter marks in here by putting a little bit of water on a sponge float and putting it on the wall and then going over it with a trowel. But the base coat, this is hot. This is hot to the touch. So, but that's okay though. But if you push too hard on this wall, you could feel it flex. So we're not pushing too hard on that. That's what was happening to me when I was trying to trowel it and bring out the chatter marks. I was pushing right here where this 26-inch center, and the wall started to cave in. I mean, it wasn't hurting it, but it started to go in a little bit. It's kind of scary. I mean, we'll still do it. I can still do it again. Nothing's going to happen. But hopefully, there won't be a problem in the future with any major cracks. Okay, so I had my glove off here because I was messing with the camera, so I'm going to put my glove on, and then I'm just going to put the skip trawl texture on. I'm not going to use a base coat because we've already established a base coat with our brown material. So this is just going to be a top texture coat here, the very last coat. JR put some adhesive bonder in it, so it smells so good. So it's ready to stick to the existing stucco really well. This is old material, so it might have some rocks in it. I am really happy with what I got going here. Really happy. Except for these rocks. Just match what you got on your existing. This is your canvas, right? And this is your trowel. So just look at your model. Look at your model and just put it on exactly like they have it on the model. Oh yeah. Coming out really nice. Really nice. Really, really nice. You want to work into your existing texture. Like if you see how they put that stroke on right there. See how this stroke was like that? What I like to do is I like to work into that like this. I like to work right up in there. Make it look like it's one thing, like it was done at the same time. On the bottom, just bring it up from down below.
One thing we did back in the day, Ken,
What's that?
when it did the wire on the house,
Yeah?
they got it behind the vents too. They put the wire on and then they put the vents in.
Yeah, the foundation vents.
Yeah,
Yeah, that keeps the rodents out.
yeah. So if they shoot through the little wire, then they shoot through that big wire after that. Pretty good idea. But we like to put our vents on first.
Kind of want to refresh your memory and look back at the texture and see how big the open spaces are in between the top coat. You know, I've got just as many open spaces here as they do on the existing, and that's exactly what we want.
I was trying to find there.
I know, right?
Where-
Oh, this looks so much better than if we would have tried to do it with the other side.
Yeah, they've been real sandy.
Yeah. Yeah, too sandy. Yeah. All right, so it's done. I'm just gonna, I see some areas that I don't like this streak in there. You know, that little streak right there. And then it might be a little light in some areas, you know. Texture might be a little light. So I can go over it. You can go over it if you want. It's not, you can go over it. I like it. I want to keep working on it. This is a piece of art. It really is a piece of work here. All right. Put it down. Yeah, right there. I'm really playing with this now, I know it, but that's okay. I can play with it though. I mean, we've had pretty good success today. This has been a successful day here. You know, it's been a successful week, JR. Huh? It's been a successful
The
week.
last 2 weeks have been successful.
We've had a couple successful months. How about that? We had a few successful months here behind us, so I'm happy with what we got.
For the 8 years, it's been really good.
You know, I'm really happy with what we got going on here. It's a little too lacy right there. A little too lacy. Yeah, that's good. I came up here to the hip. So a little bit more right there.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Good days out here.
Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and remember what I said about subscribing. You see that picture of me and my girls down there on the bottom of the video? Go ahead and just click on that, and you'll be automatically subscribed so you won't miss any more good tips. All right. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, JR. And thanks for tuning in. Thank you, JR. And we'll see you guys next time.
What a great mud day.
All right. You know how to do it. You know how to do it. You've been doing those forever.